Cincinnati headquartered Procter & Gamble is in acquisition mode. 10 days ago, CEO David Taylor revealed P&G would pay more than $4 billion for the consumer healthcare brands of German firm Merck. On the Courier front page centerpiece this week, Taylor's M&A play. Merck is P&G's biggest buy in 13 years, the third acquisition in the past 6 months, and likely not the last. The merger and acquisition play will help P&G scale up the company's over-the-counter healthcare business, which accounts for $2 billion in revenue. The Merck portfolio generated just over $1 billion in sales last year, primarily in Europe, Latin America, and Asia. The Merck unit is P&G's first major acquisition since buying Gillette in 2005. Taylor has also pulled the trigger on the purchase of Native deodorant in November and then acquired Snowberry Skincare in February. Both are so-called natural brands. Taylor has said P&G will do whatever it takes to win the growing segment of natural ingredient products. Business Courier reporter Barrett Brunsman covers all that happens at P&G and wrote this story. He joins Business Watch producer Kelly Leon in the studio with more on the Merck acquisition. Barrett and Kelly.
Thanks, Peg. Barrett, great story. Let's start with the timing. What's behind the timing of this acquisition?
Well, Kelly, Procter & Gamble is in a joint venture with Teva Pharmaceuticals. It's an Israel-based firm that markets over-the-counter medicines. That's going to come to a close in the next fiscal year, which starts in July. So the revenue from the Merck unit will nicely replace that had come from Teva.
So what does that mean locally? Is there any impact for us locally?
Yeah, P&G's personal healthcare business is based in Mason. They have about 7,000 employees globally, not all of them in Mason. Merck, about 3,300 employees from Merck will join P&G as a result of this deal. It's too soon to say how many might be based locally, but it will be a significant addition to the P&G employment.
Let's stick with that theme. Why is P&G so keen on the healthcare sector?
There is increasing interest from folks. People are living longer. P&G projects that as many as 8 years will be added to the typical life of a senior down the road. People are more concerned about their own personal wellness, and they want to take a role in guiding their health care. And so they are actively seeking out products and services. In short, they think there's a good market for this.
Yeah. What about the stock market? How did it react?
Not with great enthusiasm. The day P&G announced this, the stock ended up closing down more than 3 points. It hit a 52-week low that day. The stocks continued to decline in the subsequent days and hit a 2.5-year low. Now, Kelly, that's probably likely due to several factors, not this deal. The earnings of P&G's quarterly earnings were announced the same day. They were flat, and P&G is facing increasing competition. So they've had to lower prices, which eats into revenue and profits, and that's probably really the reason here. They think the Merck deal could help them grow revenue, top-end sales, and maybe get them back on the right track.
All right, sounds good. Well, as Peg said, you cover all things P&G, so you'll continue to follow it. Thanks, Barrett.